welcome to episode 4 of Wake Up Dog, man. Tonight, we're going to be recapping the American Conference, man. See what's going to shake down. We're going to preview every team from the American, starting off with Army. And I do believe Quan the Don will be starting us off tonight with the Army Black Knights. So take it away, Quan.
Yeah, Army 7-6, 4-4. They won the Fenway Bowl, by the way. I didn't even know that was a bowl.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's normally supposed to be a bowl game where the ACC plays. Yeah, it's ACC versus the American, but the ACC
Yeah.
didn't have enough teams for the bowl game last year, so it ended up being Army and Yukon.
Mm. But yeah, offense 23 points per game, 80 passing yards, 254 rushing yards. Damn, Army
Triple
can run the
option.
ball, can't they?
The triple
Well, like,
option.
like what I was talking about with Air Force when we did the Mountain West the other day, they're like Army, Navy, Air Force, all those schools normally are just a run heavy offense. They really never passed the ball until like recently they've just started implementing some passing in their offenses. So they're known to
And
run the triple option.
let's see. 11 turnovers, 5 interceptions, 6 fumbles, 41.4% on third down. 7 sacks allowed. Mm. I see why they don't throw the ball.
Yeah, I mean it's hard to sack the quarterback when you got to run in a triple option and running the ball 24/7. So
Yeah.
Yeah, but key losses, running back Noah Short, tackle Josh, can't say that last name.
We're not
Uh
English. It's English. It's hard over here.
no English.
and they lost 8 of their defensive starters going into this season. 8 of their defensive starters.
Basically, Army is going to have a whole new defense this year.
Whole new defense. 8 starters. You're only bringing back 3 starters on defense this year. That's rough.
Yeah, they got a good recruiting class with the class of 2026. Key returns, we got Kale. That's a Kale, but I'm
Yeah.
gonna say,
Yeah.
Cal Hummers, Helmers, Brady Anderson, and Brady Small. Damn.
Yeah, like we said the other day when we were talking about Air Force, Army, Navy, Air Force. They don't use the transfer portal. They don't use red shirts. So 4 years, even though I think they're changing it to giving college players 5 years anyways. But yeah, Army 7-6 year Fenway Bowl champions. They did their thing last year. Thank you guys for your service. We love and respect y'all. And Army Navy is the best college football game of the year. Argue with a fucking wall. I don't care. But moving on to the next team, Quan the Don, keep it running as you have your
My favorite team.
You have the
My,
team that
my
covered the
favorite
spread
team.
against Georgia.
right down I-85 from where me and Quan are located is the Charlotte 49ers.
Let me tell y'all, this is my favorite team in the
They
American.
they covered the spread against Georgia. That's why.
1-11, and I guarantee that one game they won was by a field goal.
A
Who did they
touchdown.
Uh,
beat?
A
Who did they beat?
touchdown.
touchdown.
They beat FCS Monmouth 42-35 for their only
Uh,
win of the year.
Okay.
And how many Charlotte games did I go to last year? I went to the North Texas game. That might actually be it. I might have just, yeah. North Texas beat the brakes off of them. Oh wait, I went to the
yeah,
Carolina game too.
yeah.
Carolina looked like shit against Charlotte. Damn, Bill, you only put up 20 against Charlotte.
So we got 0-8 in conference, 14 points per game, 204 passing yards. Ooh, them rushing yards looking bad. Only 81 rushing yards.
Yeah, it looks nasty.
And that's rough. That's no bueno.
23 turnovers, 13 interceptions, 10 fumbles, 34% on third down, 28 sacks allowed, 18 for 29, 62% in the red zone. But
Offensive
I
line.
can say they covered the spread against
They covered
Georgia.
the spread against Georgia.
That's all that
You
matters.
went down that fucking hill. Yeah, Georgia's
Um,
putting that shit down. Charlotte played Clemson. You know how well that game ended? Clemson beat the
hmm.
brakes off of Charlotte.
Just look, well, that defense with 15 turnovers, 7 interceptions, 8 fumbles, 43.9% on third down with 14 sacks. I mean, the defense trying to hold it together. Little bit. They're trying to hold it together.
But
The
they go
offense need to
for
step up.
472 yards a game. Them motherfuckers run the field 24/7. I swear to God, the offense could not do shit last year, and the defense just, yeah, as you see in the red zone, 47 to 55 in the red zone. Like their opponent more times in the red zone than their offense got to the red zone all year last year. It's
For
bad.
key losses, we got Sean Brown, uh,
EJ
Ejai
Mason.
Mason,
EJ
and
Mason.
Jaden McGowan.
Yeah.
Hey, Jaden
All
was
wide
the only
receivers.
bright spot on offense. Not gonna lie, he was pretty tough.
All wide receivers. Then we got Tank Boston coming to the team. Jaden Barnes. Hopefully they thought they was gonna replace Jaden with another Jaden. Uh, QB Nick Gonzalez. Key returns. Got Connor Harnett, Harrell, Cam Pedro, and Hassan Wilson. I think Charlotte got potential this year.
I don't
And
know,
I'm
man.
not just saying that because they covered the spread, but they got potential.
I really hope so because my sister and her husband are proud alumni of Charlotte, and we go to the football games. I've been going to Charlotte football games probably for like last 4 years at least, just to go check them out at least once a year. I still ain't never seen these motherfuckers win. I've been 4 years, I ain't never seen these motherfuckers win. So maybe they'll
Well,
change
you might be the one. You might be at the one game they win next year.
I'm getting to the point like, is it me? But Charlotte's fan base, like their student section shows up and shows out. Like that student section is always filled. Only problem is they're gonna leave the game because you're getting blown out.
They leave by halftime.
Nah, they stick around. They'll stick to at least like midway through the third quarter. But the football stadium's on campus, so they just walking up the hill going back to the dorms. It's the weekend. They about to go party. Fuck this shit. Drink away the misery of being a fan. But I really want to see Charlotte have a good year. And their short history of being a college football team, they came back. Well, they started their football program in 2013, and in that whole time, they've only had one season where they went to a bowl game, and that's in a bowl game that don't even exist anymore. But hopefully, the future can turn around for Charlotte. Niner Nation. This is their thing. Throw the pickaxe. Yeah, no pickaxe, guys. No. All right. Throw the crowd. Crowd. Shout Norm. But we're gonna move on to the next team. So you got the early favorites, low key, in the preseason polls with the East Carolina Pirates.
All right, we got East. Before I go over this team, man. Before I go over East Carolina, I gotta give out prayers to my boy CJ2K because him having ALS, him announcing he had ALS at like 8 in the morning a couple weeks ago was highly unexpected, and I am sending prayers to CJ2K, his wife, family, and friends. Prayers to you, CJ2K.
And you know what's disgusting talking about East Carolina because he did go to East Carolina. Yes, I saw CJ2K play in college back in like 2004. And then to make things even like make me feel even older, last year when we played SMU, their running back is Chris Johnson
Johnson
Jr.
Jr. And he's at
Found out his
Clemson now.
son, so I'm like,
He's
damn, I
and
saw father and son playing college.
Hey,
and
he where
his
now?
son
Clemson.
his son
Yeah,
is
where
at Clemson now.
yeah, he
It's
transferred.
our time. It's our time, baby.
But
But
yeah, go ahead,
anyway,
East Carolina. Shout out CJ, man.
prayers to CJ2K. But anyway, the East Carolina Pirates had a 9-4 season, finished conference season with a 6-2 record, and they won the Military Bowl. So finally, I get the team that won a bowl game.
Hey, they won the
Really,
military bowl last year too, so back to back military bowl champions. Go for the three-peat this year. Fuck it.
why not, bro? Got nothing to lose.
No.
Offensively, they averaged 32 points per game. They averaged 272 passing yards and rushed for 176 rushing yards per game. And they had a grand total of 449 total yards per game, had 14 turnovers, 6 interceptions, and 8 fumbles. Defensively, they gave up 20 points per game, 230 passing yards per game, gave up 120 rushing yards, and they only gave up 351 total yards with 24 turnovers, 10 interceptions, 14 fumbles. Key losses was Captain Hauser. I think that's how you say his name.
Yeah, Hauser, he transferred to Illinois, I think.
Was Hauser, running back London Montgomery, wide receiver Yannick Smith, safety Jamarly Riddle, who transferred to Georgia, cornerback Jordan Lowry. Key additions was quarterback Emory Williams, QB Mitch Griffs, shout out to Wake Forest,
Wake Forest, man. Glad to
Yeah.
see you back playing college football. You retired a couple years back after a couple seasons at Wake, and then came back to college football last year. Was the backup quarterback in Lubbock at Texas Tech. Now he's going to be battling for the QB job in East Carolina. So go ahead and do your thing, Mitch.
Running back Ashton Gray, and another Wake Forest. Another Wake Forest dude by the name of Mr. Jeremiah Melvin.
Jeremiah, go do your thing at East Carolina, man. It sucks that you didn't get to really develop and play at Wake. Our wide receiver room since you got to Winston was just so
I mean,
loaded. Could have used you, but
you never
that's
know.
fine, man.
They might go for a eighth conference championship win.
Yeah, let's see if East Carolina can win this conference this year. They're them and Tulane and South Florida are
South
like
Florida, I mean, the American is it's so loaded this
it's
year.
top heavy. It's so top heavy. East Carolina's got a shot to finally break our expectations.
Sorry.
Damn it, East Carolina. The last couple years we keep expecting you guys to do something. Then it was like 2 years ago. Me and Sosa did this, and we both picked East Carolina as our sleeper team, and then these motherfuckers finished last in the conference.
Oh yeah, I know my sleeper team this year.
But East Carolina, I want to see them have a good season. It should
Me
be a
too.
fun year of football down there at what's their stadium name? Dally Fickle
Yeah,
Stadium.
I think Dally Fickle Stadium.
Yeah. So let's see if East Carolina has a good year, coming off a 9-win season in the Military Bowl championship. That brings us to our next team, the Florida Atlantic Owls, and I'm taking over for this one. Florida Atlantic, 4-8 season last year. They went 3-5 in conference play. Offensively, averaged over 29.5 points per game. They were launching that motherfucker last year, 340 total passing yards per game. They also ran for 100 to put the offense at 444 total yards per game. When you throw the ball out, you're going to cause a lot of turnovers. 29 turnovers as a team last year, with 20 of those being interceptions. They went 37% on third down. In the red zone, they scored 73% of the time in the red zone. Only 49% of those ended in the end zone. Defensively, they struggled. 36 points per game, over 200 yards passing, over 200 yards rushing. Gave up just a little under 436 total yards per game. Defense wasn't forcing turnovers, only 8 turnovers forced last year. Couldn't get off the
Oof.
field with 45.4% on third down. Red zone
Oof.
percentage not well as well. Some of their key losses, Cam Francher at quarterback is no longer a part of this roster, along with running back C.J. Campbell, wide receiver Amari Hayes, and then linebacker C.J. Hurd. They added in Jaden Nixon as a key addition this offseason, a running back, a wide receiver Dorian Singer, and offensive tackle Logan Taylor. And then their key returners, they got quarterback Casey Wiseman coming back, wide receiver Jamara and Myron.
Myron.
English is hard. Fuck.
Jamari back.
Mr. Barker. Mr. Barker back at wide receiver for them. We got Zuber and God damn, fuck. Mr. Mosby.
Mobley.
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 Evan Mobley's younger brother that I don't know, but it's probably not his younger brother. Fuck it, he's back. We got Troy Pikes on the offensive line, Cam Stewart back in the linebacker room, and then Jaden Robinson is back in that secondary. 4 wins last year, Florida Atlantic.
Yeah.
2 years ago, they had Tom Herman as their head coach. Now he's on Mike Norville's staff. Damn, Mike, what the fuck are you doing with your staff, bud? Florida Atlantic off a 4-8 year, looking into this season. Next up, we got the Memphis Tigers. Sosa, you gonna cover the Tigers for us?
All right, it's Memphis. All righty. Going, I'm gonna try not to mess your favorite team up, man. But here we go. All right, the Memphis Tigers finished the season
Yeah.
8-5. Had a conference record of 4-4, and they lost in the Gasparilla Bowl last year.
They got
All
their
right.
backs beat in that game by State.
I forgot who they played.
NC State, because
Oh,
what's his name? CJ Bailey went stupid.
oh yeah, see, yeah, yeah. I forgot. Yeah.
It's gonna be tough. We talk about the ACC next week. Get ready to talk about all these quarterbacks. Continue with the Tigers.
Yeah.
Talking about Mike Norville.
Memphis offensively, they averaged 32 points per game, threw for 228 passing yards per game, rushed for 183 rushing yards per game, and had a grand total of 411 total yards offensively. They had 12 turnovers, 9 interceptions, 3 fumbles, with a 41.7% on third down. Defensively, they gave up 223 points per game. Get, gave up 23 points per game. Passing wise, they gave up 227, gave up 131 rushing yards per game, and a grand total of 358 total yards. 19 turnovers, 12 interceptions, and 7 fumbles. Key losses: running back Mario Anderson, wide receiver Joe Scats. Yeah, they lost their entire defense.
You're telling me they got to replace the whole starting 11? They got to replace the whole starting 11? Yeah.
Entire defense is gone. I didn't want to do it by position. I just said entire defense. It's gone.
Whole entire
So
defense is gone.
yeah, so Charles Huff has some work to do on the defensive side.
Very much has some work to do.
Key additions, they get quarterback Prentice Earl Nolan, the South Carolina transfer. They get another quarterback by the name of Marcus Stokes, the West Florida transfer. They get running back. They get running back Colorado transfer Dallin Hayden, defensive end Jamon Tapp, linebacker Mike Montgomery, and safety Ian Foster. Key returns Brady Cluse at wide receiver, offensive tackle Jonathan Young, and defensive tackle Taylor Burton. And that is your
Taylor
preview
Burton.
for the Memphis Tigers going into the 2026-27 season.
I'm curious to see this quarterback battle because Aaron Nolan is tough. Marcus Stokes, we already know the historic numbers he was putting up at West Florida. That should be a fun quarterback battle to see.
Very fine. Very fine. But other than that, but Charles Huff, he has some work to do defensively.
Yeah, I don't lost their whole entire
Yeah.
defense.
And that's just NFL draft or transfer portal. Like the whole starting defense is gone. So that 23 points per game they gave up last year, probably gonna rise up a little bit.
Yeah.
Probably gonna rise up a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
But good luck to Memphis this season as we move on to our next team with the Navy midshipmen.
No.
Damn, Quan, you got stuck with all the military teams today.
Yeah. Okay, Navy 11-2, 7-1 in conference, and they won the Liberty Bowl. Shout out Lady Liberty.
Yeah, they
You know
beat
what I'm saying?
Cincinnati in the Liberty Bowl.
Offense 31 points per game, 130 passing yards. That's okay, but not too much. 285 rushing yards. That's where they killing them. They killing them on feet. But it would make sense. A lot of them do are going off the service after they get done, right?
Yeah, most of the
Yeah.
time, once you graduate, if you don't go to the NFL, then you're going straight to serving your time.
Shit, they got that Army and Navy training. That don't even seem fair. Okay. Well, shit, 415 yards total, 14 turnovers, 6 interceptions, 8 fumbles. I think they do pretty good with that rock.
Yeah, that's a big thing to do. It's just keep on. That's the best way to win games if you don't turn the ball over.
9 sacks, 48 and 54, 89% in the red zone, 74% touchdowns. Defense. Damn defense. 27 sacks. And that is this per game right here we looking at?
What?
When it say 27 up there.
No, that's how many totals they
That's
got for the whole year.
Yeah, I've been saying that's how many total they had from last year.
that's what I was looking at. All right.
So in
27
basically
sacks.
15 games, they were getting about 2 sacks a game.
Cause I say I know they ain't that good. In
Nah,
the red
they
zone.
tough here.
Nah, Navy,
They
yeah,
just
Navy
tough.
actually nice.
You can look at them. You can look at them and tell they tough. But shit, let's move on to these key losses. Quarterback Blake.
Blake Horvat,
Blake,
that
shout
is
out Blake. We just
huge.
gonna say Blake.
Blake
That's a
You
Bortles,
huge
know,
loss.
he might be the best quarterback Navy's ever had. He was so fucking tough.
don't talk about Braxton Woodson.
Yeah,
Okay.
he got big holes to fill. Not gonna lie.
My boy Eli. His last name, shout out Eli. I ain't saying that. My boy Alex.
Eli,
Man, what's up
Eli
with these
Hottie, right?
names?
Yeah, he got drafted 7th round by his hometown Pittsburgh
Pittsburgh
Steelers.
Steelers, yeah,
Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah,
yeah.
Trash. Alex Texas. Landon Robinson.
shout
Then
out
with
Lane.
key additions. Key
Yeah,
additions. This where it hit at, y'all. Check this out. 67 new freshmen coming in for this season.
That's what those academy schools do every year.
That's a whole new damn team.
Hmm.
So these freshmen got some shoes to fill,
Definitely.
and we're gonna
Oh
see if they
yeah.
keep that good record. We got Braxton Woodson returning, tight end Theo Elwell, and my boy at linebacker,
Yep.
Coleman
Coleman.
Cauley.
Yeah, Coleman College. Shout out Coleman. But Navy coming off an 11-2 season, really good. One win away from being in that conference championship last year. That would have been amazing to see. But they fall that one game short in the season on a high note with the Liberty Bowl victory, and now they move on to the new look future, especially with Blake being gone at quarterback. But
I
should be an
think the
exciting.
American I think the American championship scenario last year was just hectic as a whole.
I swear to God, because
Because I
me,
because
like,
when South Florida because when South Florida lost to Navy.
like, it was so man. The top half of that conference so fucking wicked last year.
Because when South Florida lost to Memphis, it was okay. But when they lost to Navy, I think that's when it was just an all out war.
Man, we're like a month away from getting closer to the college football season and making our predictions. So I know you guys are ready for that. We're definitely anticipating making our predictions, but that's gotta wait for another day.
You
Moving
know,
on, we have a team that is bound for a big regress season in the North Texas Mean Green. Sosa, you got the Mean Greens. Let's talk about how historic that offense was last year.
it was very historic. Yeah, hear me out. 45 points per game, 318 passing yards per game. They didn't do that much on the ground like they did there. They only gave up. They only had what 194 rushing yards. A
Only
grand
100.
total,
Yeah.
yeah, grand total of 512 total yards offensively. 19 turnovers, 9 interceptions, 10 fumbles, 46.2 percentage rate on third down. They only gave up 18 sacks, 91% in the red zone, with a 78 percentage of them being touchdowns. Defensively, I want to say this is kind of the Achilles heel for them.
Downfall.
Yeah, the Achilles heel for them last year. They gave up 26 and a half points per game, gave up 166 passing yards, gave up 215 rushing yards, and gave up a grand total of 381 total yards. They did cause havoc. They caused 28 turnovers, 15 interceptions, 13 fumbles. Uh, got to the quarterback 24 times with an 86 percentage in the red zone and 65 percentage rate with them being touchdowns. Key losses, it was a lot of them. I really wanted to say almost half the team, but we're going to keep it short and sweet. Quarterback, Drew Maker. Running back, Caleb Wilson. Wide receiver, Wyatt Young. And wide receiver, Terrence Lewis. Key additions, quarterback, Tavian Young. And running back, Jaheim White. Key returns is Braden Jones at wide receiver. Pretty
Caleb.
much half
Who
of
the
that
hell, Caleb
team.
Hawkins?
He's
Uh,
at he's at
he
Oklahoma
and
State
Drew
now.
Messmaker came in as true freshmen last year and dominated. Messmaker was like top five in the nation in passing yards and touchdowns. Hawkins was like top five in rushing and touchdowns, and both of them as true freshmen. They both followed their head
Head
coach
coach to
uh,
Oklahoma State.
Oklahoma State. So watch out for Oklahoma State. I'm telling you, I don't think a lot of people are on the Oklahoma State hype train right now, but watch out. That could be scary.
Big time.
But North Texas, New Mexico Bowl champions last year, runner ups in the conference
American.
championship. Tulane, who ended up getting that game was basically an elimination game. Whoever won the game was getting into the playoffs. But imagine like because Tulane got matched up against Ole Miss. Imagine a matchup of Ole Miss versus North Texas. That could have been a fucking shootout.
But yeah,
Yeah, that would have been a crazy game.
we would have saw Trinidad Chambliss versus Drew Maker. You
And
know
they
how
both
electric that
got
would have been.
400 apiece. Just for the love of the game. But that'll bring us up to our next team, the Rice Owls, and I have Rice. I have Food, guys. Shout out to Food right here. They went 5-8. They were also like Mississippi State, blessed them with a bowl opportunity with teams opting out of bowl games. So they took their adorable offense to the Armed Forces Bowl and lost. As a team last year, they averaged 19 points per game, 97 in the air. That's nasty work. That's very disgusting. They did run for 204 yards to average it out to 302 total yards per game. Only turned the ball over 11 times, so not bad. Of course, you can't turn over the ball when your offense is on the field. Um,
All
when
the
they got to the
time.
red zone, they were scoring 90% of the time. 68% of the time, they ended with a touchdown. Defensive side of the ball, they gave up basically 33 points per game, 240 yards in the air, 163 on the ground, give up 404 total yards per game. Only forced 7 turnovers. That's bad. You gotta force turnovers if you're gonna win some football games. And the opponents in the red zone scored on 42 of 42 trips. They gave up a score in the red zone 100% of the time. 74% of those drives ended with the opposing team scoring a touchdown. Gotta fix that red zone defense there, guys.
Jesus Christ, they gave up 400 yards?
Yeah,
Y'all guys already tell me I had a hospital sticker on my jacket the whole time.
I didn't even see it.
I didn't even see.
But that joint had my whole name up there and everything. I'm like, yeah, what the fuck? It was folded up. We good. We good.
We're not tracking him down. You're
The
not the
Jesus,
Don.
the Jesus
Key
Christ.
losses for this team. We got Dean Connors at running back. We got Matt Skies at wide receiver. Safety Gabe Taylor, and then defensive end Josh Percy. Some of key additions to the team this year. We got Ja'Cory Brown at quarterback. We got Barry Jackson at wide receiver. We got Austin at linebacker. Shout out Austin.
Harner Tex. Harner 2X.
Yeah, Austin H, baby. And then we got running back Davis Lane, and then some key returners. Running back Quentin Jackson is back.
My boy DL.
Is, who is a hybrid. We got quarterback Tariq Watson, and the one of the best names in college football.
Mobility, man.
Mobility, baby.
Mobility, bro. I'm gonna talk about
But Rice 5-8
mobility.
last year. Maybe they can have a better. Shit, they went bowling with scoring 19 points per game. I'll give them that. So shout out to Rice. Next up, we have the Temple Owls. So I'm just gonna stick to it. I had. Damn, is this my third fucking owl? Damn, why get all the owls in the conference?
It's
I just noticed that. Like, damn, there's 3 teams with owls in their name, and I got all 3 of them. Man, fuck. All right, so the Temple Owls in Philadelphia playing home games where the Philadelphia Eagles play. They averaged 27 points per game last year, 197 in the air, 147 on the ground for a total of 344 per game. Only turned the ball over 4 times. That's pretty impressive for a 12-game season. Only turned it over basically once every 3 games. That's not bad. Offensively in the red zone, they scored 90% of the time and scored touchdowns 71% of the time. On the defense side of the ball, they averaged giving up 29 points per game, almost 200 passing yards, 197 rushing yards to give up almost 400 total yards per game. Forced 15 turnovers, and in the red zone, numbers are pretty high. 91% time the opponent scored, with 73% of the time that being a touchdown. Some key losses to this team. Got Evan Simon at quarterback, and then JoJo Bermudez. I might have did I cook with that, chat? JoJo Bermudez?
Bermudez.
Yeah, you did. Say his name
Some,
correct.
some key additions. We got Tyler Douglas and Earl Culp in the cornerback room, and then some key returners to the team from last year. You got Jackson Smolik at quarterback. We got Sam Brown at running back, and we got cornerback Nikhil Lawrence.
Yeah. Temple House. Pretty decent team.
Yeah,
Could be better.
maybe see if you can get Jalen Hurts to run the push for you guys. He's probably got like 1 year of eligibility left, so maybe you can see about getting that worked out. Maybe Saquon's got some eligibility. I don't know. Devontae Smith, he won the Heisman. Anybody else on the Eagles? Anybody on that defense that went to Georgia, they might still have eligibility.
I know Jalen Carter does. I don't know about him.
But we got a couple of teams left to go here in this beautiful 14-team conference. That brings us to the champions of the American last year, the Tulane Green Waves, and Quan the Don is taking it over. So talk about
Looks like I got all the winners
yeah from New Orleans.
except for Charlotte.
They're
But they
weak
covered,
heart.
they covered the spread, so they won in my book. Tulane 11-3, 7-1 in conference. The AAC champs. Okay, AAC
Yeah,
champs.
American
Yeah.
Athletic Conference.
And they lost the first round. Okay. In the
Yeah, they made
playoffs.
the playoffs last year
They
against
they got thrashed by Ole Miss.
for the
Ole Miss
second
their
time that
first
year.
drive, they
For the
scored in like 4 plays. Ole Miss scored in like
I
four plays
swear
on their
our
first
first
drive,
drive
bro.
lasted like 3 4 plays.
Offense, 27 points per game, 245 passing yards, 166 rushing yards, 411 yards in total, 17 turnovers, 9 interceptions, 8 fumbles, 42% on third down, 12 sacks, 50 for 56, 89% in the red zone, 50 for 56.
Not bad.
Damn, that's good. 55% touchdown. Defense, I mean, their defense ain't really doing. Well, I mean, 25 turnovers, 15 interceptions, and 10 fumbles.
Not bad.
39.6% on third down and 36 sacks. 40 for 50, 80% in the red zone, 62% touchdown. Damn. So, key losses, they losing running back Makai Hughes, wide receiver Mario Williams, defensive end Jordan Norman, linebacker Dalton Hughes. Key additions, they're going to be getting Jalen Lucas, running back. And quarterback Zion Chris. Key returns, we got Caden Simonza, returning, and wide receiver Anthony Brown Stevens, two last names.
Yeah, two.
Hyphen.
Yeah, two. He might be related to him.
Yeah. Who knows?
But
Hey man, I'm cool for you next year.
Tulane, they got one of the nicest fields in this conference. I love the colorways of the light blue and then like the darkish kind of green. Like that colorway is so fire. And to be located in New Orleans is even fire. But Tulane coming off an 11-win season, conference champions last year, getting to the playoffs. You know, hey, you got a little bit of money. You made the playoffs. Fuck it, we
Yeah, the
balled.
playoffs. You lose your coach and John
You
Summer.
lost your coach, yeah. Your
Yeah.
coach went to Florida, but I mean,
Coach went
who's
to Florida.
yeah, their coach went to Florida.
He said he had to do something over there.
He honestly wanted to stay for real, but can't
Now
pay
he
him
got to prove a point.
to move up.
Now he got to prove a point. He got to win to let that last team know you
But
fucked up.
You know,
even with losing all that, Tulane is normally at least in the top half of this conference almost every year since they joined this conference. So I don't expect too much of a down year. I don't know if we're going to expect conference champion this year, but who knows? It's Tulane. They compete very well in this conference. Couple teams left to go. Sosa, you're up next with the Golden Hurricane of Tulsa, and
as I get a winning
Tulsa's
team,
an
we
interesting. They have an
very
interesting nickname.
interesting.
They're called the Golden Hurricane, and they're located in Tulsa, Oklahoma. When has Oklahoma got hit by a fucking hurricane? I got to do my
Uh,
research.
Back to the regular schedule program with these teams. Alrighty. Shout out to my
Yeah.
boy Milu
Golden
and Zias.
Hurricanes, man. You
Shout out
get
to
it.
my boy
Hurricanes form on water.
shout out to my
And
boy Bilu and Zias. They are alumni from Tulsa. But the
I call them
Tulsa
Tulsa Golden Showers.
Golden Shots.
Just wanted to be a TikTok clip, didn't you?
Nah, bro. I was just saying, bro. Golden Hurricane.
Too bad for a TikTok clip now.
The Golden Shots. It's kind of that's crazy. Nonetheless, Tulsa had a 4-8 record. Finished the conference 1-7.
Pretty
Averaged
sure.
23 points per game.
Right.
224 passing yards, 175 rushing yards, and a grand total of 397 yards total. 20 turnovers, 10 interceptions, 10 fumbles, 38. Oh Jesus, 38.1% on third downs.
That's why we call them the Golden Showers. They piss.
That I
Man,
was about to. Yeah, you average 38% on third downs. Yeah, you're not gonna win football games. But
Man, I know
anyway,
did some shit like that last year.
they fucking that
defensively,
quarterback up.
yeah, 25 sacks, 83% in the red zone with a 55 touchdown percentage. Defensively, 28 points per game. They give up 214 passing yards, 182 rushing yards, and a grand total of 396 total yards. 11 turnovers, 7 interceptions, 4 fumbles, with a 43.2 percentage on third down, 23 sacks, 88 percentage in the red zone, and the 69% of them were touchdowns. Key losses linebacker Ray Conley, tight end
Coney?
Coney,
Tony
Coney,
what?
baby.
Coney, tight end Brody Foley. All right.
Brody
QB
Foley.
Kurt Francis on the
Rolly.
roly poly looking at.
Offensive lineman Walter Young Bear. Running
Fire.
back AJ Allen.
Young Bear. Hey,
Dog
bro.
name is Young Bear.
Hey,
Young Bear.
Hey, imagine lining up in problem as soon as they hi. Help the bear. It's gonna need it.
nigga.
And
These are
the
crazy
last,
names.
yeah, the last key loss is AJ Allen. Key additions: Damari Alston. I remember him from Auburn. He's the Auburn transfer. Robinson, Jimmy Callaway, offensive lineman. Hunter Herb, cornerback. Caldara Wilford. I think that's how you say his name. Williford.
Hunter
Shout out to you.
Yeah.
Cauldron.
Quarter, key returns: quarterback Baylor Hayes, running back Dominique Richardson, and linebacker Chris Thompson Jr.
Junior.
They went 4-8 last year, 1-7 in conference. I'm 100% positive their only conference win was when they beat Charlotte.
You lying.
I'm, I'm
You
let me
lying.
just make sure, but I swear to God, I think they beat Charlotte last year. Dude, why they put a fucking hyphen in that shit? Ew. Disgusting.
They
1
beat Charlotte.
I swear to God, I think they beat Charlotte for their only conference win. They beat Oklahoma State. Well, Oklahoma State was so
There
bad
we
last year.
go.
They lost in
So,
overtime at Temple. Oh, never mind. They beat Army. They beat Oregon State. Oregon State was fucking dog shit last year. They lost to Florida Atlantic. They got blown out by Florida Atlantic. That's tough. How the hell did they beat? Well, never mind. They lost to New Mexico State. They beat Abilene Christian. Good job. But Tulsa 4-8 last year. Um, as Quan said, I hope the Golden Showers have a better year this year.
Yeah.
Next up, I have the UAB Blazers. Remember when they had a football team and then canceled the program for like 3 years and then came back and then they were good for like a year or two and now they're fucking dog shit again?
You don't even want to know what I
well,
called it.
they might be good again because they fired Trent Dilfer. You
Yeah,
know,
Trent Dilfer's gone. It's about time. That shit was not working out.
they
UAB.
did, they did.
UAB.
They got rid of
UAB.
Dilfer. This new guy takes over, and then there's apparently a fight, and the players stabbing players in the
You
locker
see,
room and shit. I don't know what was going on down there.
you see them sacks, Jhawk?
These stats are fucking disgusting.
Yeah, you ass bitch.
You-
You ass bitch. That's what we gonna call them, UAB.
That's it.
Cause
But
I don't know.
average 26 points per game, 265 passing yards, 138 rushing yards for a total of 400 total yards per game. 21 turnovers. They were very efficient on third down, 46.4% conversion rate. The quarterback got sacked 30 times. That's nasty. They scored 79% of their red zone trips, with 66% of those ending in a touchdown. Defense side of the ball, yeah, this is nasty. They gave up 38 points per game, basically 220 total yards per game, only forced 9 turnovers. The defense couldn't get off the field on third down. 49% conversion rate by the opponent on third down, and they only had 18 sacks. Their defense also gave up 88% scores in the red zone, with 76% of those ending in touchdowns. Some of their key losses include quarterback Jacob Zeno and their running back Rocco Griffin. That's a fucking fire name. Did he graduate or is he still playing college football?
Let me see. Rocco Griffin.
That's a fire name. When Quan has a son and he's playing
Yeah,
college football, I
they,
mean, like,
they got more sacks than Charlotte.
He's at UMass now.
oh God, I'm not following you. Fuck no, Rocco. How do you have a hard name and go to a soft school?
Thank God Jerry's not here when I said that.
Jesus. Well, some key additions to this team this year. They got running back
He's
Rod
so hurt.
Robinson. You got tight end Scott Isaacs the third, linebacker Mantrez Walker, cornerback Hugh Billingsley, and defensive lineman Sutton Sanders. And some key returners. They got John Kitna's son Jalen back. He's fucking a horse shit. They got
Don't talk
Brady
about him.
Reynolds back at running back, and then Corey Milner is back at cornerback for this team. University of Alabama in Birmingham.
You was so hurt when Rocco. It's when I said Rocco was at UMass.
I
You was
can't
so hurt.
man.
You was so,
Man. We're gonna
you
move
was so hurt.
UAB now. I got the South Florida Bulls, who are coming off a 9-4 year and a loss in the Cure Bowl last year, and they were
Look at the
this
offensive
fucking
stats.
close
Just
to
look at
making
the
the playoffs
offensive
last year.
stats. Look at the offensive stats, man.
Talk about these offensive stats. They averaged 40.5 points per game, 276 in the air, 212 on the ground, 488 total yards per game.
If they,
They
if only they didn't lose the Navy, man. If they didn't lose the Navy,
off the Navy and then messed them up. 20 turnovers last year, 47.2% on third down. In the red zone, scored 94% of their trips and 72% of the time ended with a touchdown. On the defense side of the ball, 23 points allowed per game, 242 in the air, 143 on the ground for a total of 386 total yards. They forced 25 turnovers, got off the field 40% of the time on third down, got to the quarterback 33 times. 72% scoring rate by opponents against them, and only 50% of the time they ended in touchdown. Big key loss with Byron Brown leaving to follow his coach Alex Golesh to Auburn. He might noise at Auburn. Be on the lookout for that.
Byron
Byron Brown,
Brown.
That was the name of the mayor of Buffalo.
was it? It might be a different
Yeah.
one.
That nigga fucked the city up. He made Buffalo broke. They got rid of his ass.
I'm fucking crying. I'm so fucking weak. This motherfucker just got compared to a motherfucker that broke this.
Yeah, they got rid of his ass and the Bills got a new stadium.
Also, some key losses: Kelly Joyner at running back, wide receiver Sean Atkins, defensive lineman Ben Knox, and linebacker Mac Harris. Some key additions: they got Luke Cronenhawk
Croman
from
Hawk.
Mississippi State, who used to be at
Roman
Florida
boy.
State. Hey, I saw Luke play last year in the bowl game when
I watch.
Kamari
I
Kelsey
watch
hit him.
Oh,
Luke. I watched Luke playing high school.
you see
Oh
the
yeah,
next dude?
yeah. I got McCord, McCold.
Yeah, his cousin Fergus.
Fuck it, we. Then we got
Fer-
also another quarterback in Michael Van Buren coming over from where did he go last year?
LSU.
LSU, yeah. He's been
Fuck
doing
LSU.
too.
Fuck
Uh,
LSU.
they
I'm
got
glad you got out of there, Michael.
they got DJ Harris coming back at safety, offensive lineman Elijah Trotter Jr., and then linebacker Tavion Nichols back at linebacker. And even though South Florida lost their head coach and a big important piece at quarterback, they bring in Brian Hartline
Hardline.
to be the head coach. He gets his first ever head coaching job after being a successful offense coordinator at Ohio State, and he brought in a killer recruiting class with just high school recruiting and the transfer
The
portal. So
portal.
South Florida, depending on how good of a coach Hartline is, they could still win this conference.
South Florida ain't going nowhere.
And they're in the works
That,
of building their stadium finally. I'm glad they're getting an on campus stadium. I'm tired of them playing at Raymond James.
yeah, where the Bucks play.
Fuck Tom Brady. I don't even know why I said that. My bad, Tom. Don't beat me for it. But
Yeah, well, he ain't little Tom Cruise, so it's alright.
this brings us to our last team of the night, which is the Texas San Antonio Roadrunners. And Quan the Don gets to finish us out with this last team.
You must know I love my Texas. So 7-6, 4-4 in conference. Could have did better. Winning the first responder bowl, Jayhawk favorite bowl.
No, we won our bowl game. We won the
So
Duval.
but offense, 35 points per game, 247 passing yards per game, 171 rushing yards per game, 418 total yards, 12 turnovers, only 7 interceptions and 5 fumbles. Damn. They doing kind of rough on the third down. 39.9% on third down. 21 sacks. 51 for 57. 89% in the red zone. 63% touchdown. Defense. Ooh, they allowed 28 points per game. 227 passing yards. 149 rushing yards. 372 yards in total. 18 turnovers, 11 interceptions, 7 fumbles forced. I mean, 24 sacks. I mean, yeah, defense don't look too bad. I think defense part of the reason they win games
They
with
couldn't get
this.
off the field on third down either.
Yeah, they be right. They be out there most of the time. You know what? We need to add in time of possession. um, Key losses. Wide receiver Devin McCoon. I don't know how to say that. Devin Mc. Yeah. Robert Henry. They ain't lose much. Key additions. We got running back Brandon High. Edge Elijah Baldwin. Safety Xavier Walton. Key returns, we got QB Owen McCown.
Josh
McCown?
McCown's son.
Yeah, Josh McCown's son. He's a lefty too.
Let's shout out lefties. He about to be a demon out there. You know they say lefties evil. Running back Will Anderson, the third, and Darnell Jones on the offensive line. Darnell Jones, shout out Darnell Jones. But I mean, that pretty much wrap up the teams in the conference.
The American this week.
Actually, looking at it, because you wanted to know the time of possession for UTSA in total, they actually were on the field for. Let me do quick math right here. 49 more minutes than their opponent.
Mm.
Good job, UTSA. The Roadrunners.
Quan said this is the end of the American this week. We will go to Jayhawks conference in the ACC where
We ACC grubbers here.
where we also talk about the reigning ACC champion Duke Blue Devils
Don't say that fuck shit.
and Jayhawks team, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons.
I don't care about Duke.
Well, they
Man
are
sitting
the
up
ACC.
there to save them.
We'll also talk about Quan's Clemson Tigers next week as well. See if Clemson will bounce back after a disappointing year.
And then next Wednesday, technically Thursday, we will also cover the Big Ten Conference, where we can talk about the defending national champion Indiana Hoosiers, Unc's favorite football team, the Michigan Wolverines, and then the Ohio State Buckeyes, of course. You know, you love to the Ohio State. But that's where you finish the American. Any last statements anybody want to make before we end it up?
So UTSA defense spent around roughly 21 minutes of actual playtime on the field, allowing 4,840 total yards over 852 defensive plays. Okay, so
He did his
uh,
research.
okay. They defense wasn't out there that much for them to okay. UTSA, we was wrong about you. Meet, nigga. But yeah, what I want to say is, we ready to talk about favorite team next week. Hopefully, so chat. I don't know. Unc probably got a stomach bug. He probably got a hold to that parasite going around. I don't know, but he couldn't make it tonight. But next week we talk about his favorite team in the ACC, Boston College Eagles, and we get to talk about Pop's team, Florida State.
Shout
I know
out,
y'all excited for Florida State.
shout out.
It's a couple teams that Jayhawk hating here, so be ready to hear a lot of
He's about to do a
hate
whole lot of hate
watch
watch. Like his hate watch
because
finna
I
be
can
worse.
guarantee he gonna hate on
His
Duke,
his hate watch
Georgia
is finna
Tech.
be
No, nah, it's forever. Fuck Georgia Tech. Fuck that rep. I'm
See,
gonna beat his
see,
ass.
he gonna be like fuck NC State.
Corey. His hate
I,
watch is gonna be worse
honestly,
than Jerry
I
when he
don't
hate
give a
watched
fuck
on
about
Vandy.
Carolina, Duke. When it comes to football, fuck State. You know this little
Oh,
pack shit you do, this cute little pack thing they do, Sosa. Oh god, it's down.
yeah, but
I don't know what it's doing. Oh shit. Don't find me, SEC. But nah, I think that's gonna end the episode. Next week we should hopefully have the full squad back in the
Jerry
building,
will be back next week.
back in
we'll be
vacation.
covering the ACC and the Big Ten.
ACC Big Ten next week, full squad. Hopefully he's gonna be back by
Fuck the
then.
Big Ten.
Don't just rock it out like we always do. But we appreciate you guys. Make sure if you guys aren't already, please subscribe. Hit that like button for us. Show us some love here on the YouTube channel. We're popping it off 2 videos a week so far. So I hope you guys have been enjoying it. Make sure you guys follow the Wake Up Dog Instagram page and the TikTok and all that. Just follow all the social medias. And, you know, we appreciate you guys for the love and support. It's your boy Jhawk.
It's your boy Sosa.
It's your boy Quan.
And we'll catch you guys next week on Wake Up Dog.
Go Dogs.
Go Deep.
Death Valley, baby.